Good morning, this is Bushra, and today I'm going to talk to you about gaslighting. What is gaslighting and how that is affected in our day to day life, knowingly and unknowingly. How people attack us, how we go through things, and we don't even know what's happening with us. Actually, I had a client who came to me a few days back and was talking about her problem, which made me remember the movie that released in 1944, I think, if I'm right, Gaslighting. And today I want to talk about that. When my client came to me and was talking to me about her issues with her husband, I immediately identified that this was gaslighting. And I thought I should bring it across to more people who are not aware and are going through the same thing. What happens in gaslighting? In gaslighting, what happens is you lose your own sense of sanity. You start doubting your own perceptions. You are unclear of anything and everything. You cannot make a decision. You even start questioning your identity or your self-worth. And this is not something which is you. This is someone creating that psychological attack on you to make you feel that you are insane or you cannot handle anything on your own. When gaslighting is done, the victim actually loses their self-confidence and they start questioning themselves. This is actually a power struggle being done to gain the power over the victim. And trust me, this is not about just sensitivity or just giving a negative feedback. This is an actual psychological attack. You can Google more about it or watch the movie Gaslight to understand this better once you watch this video. Now, gaslighting is very common among couples. It is also common among friend circle. It is common in offices. Wherever they feel they cannot attack a person with skills and abilities, they attack them psychologically. They attack them so badly that it has actually taken huge tolls on people where they start believing they are insane. What are the common traits that you will find in a person who's gaslighting you? They are highly manipulative individuals. They seem charismatic, charming, and manipulative to that extent that you really won't understand what's the truth and what's the lie. They portray to be mysterious. They portray to be like hard to understand. And don't mistake, this is not their character. They are intentionally doing you to have a particular result. They want to attack you. It is not about it's the nature of the person. No, this person is different in different situations. This behavior is applicable only when they want to gaslight and put you down. Now, before I go into what are the similar things or the common traits that you find in the gaslighting person and what are their common dialogues, let me ask you this question. How do you know if you are being gaslit or you're a victim of gaslit? Now, when you are a victim of gaslit, you start no longer feeling like the person you used to be. You start feeling anxious, you start feeling a lot of lack of confidence. You start wondering if you are being overly sensitive and you start taking on the blame for anything and everything that's going wrong. It's all because of me, or I made this happen. Always you start thinking that it's your mistake and you start apologizing over and again for things that is not really your mistake. You get this feel that something is wrong, but you actually cannot pinpoint it. You cannot understand what exactly is wrong. You often start questioning your own response back to your spouse or friend or relative or whoever is gaslighting you. Am I not being like a very loving person, or is something wrong with me? What am I doing wrong here? You start questioning yourself again and again and again. You avoid discussing it with other friends or relatives or family just to avoid confrontation. You go on a self-isolation mode. You don't want to talk to your friends, you don't want to talk to your family, you don't want to talk to your colleagues. You shrug into your shell. This is what happens to you when you are the victim of gaslight. You start feeling little or no pleasure in any of the activities in life that you should be happy about or you need to work about. You are constantly disengaged and upset. And you find it absolutely impossible to make a proper decision. Now, if you're going through all these, just look back and see, are you being gaslit by somebody and you're not noticing it? Now, to understand if you've been gaslit, look off some of these repeated terminologies that you hear from whoever, the partner or friend, colleague, whoever, on a repetitive basis. Like, for example, trivializing comments like, oh, I know, now you're going to dwell in self-sympathy. Just because I gave you this feedback, you're going to delve in self-sympathy. So just like this person is instigating you to go on a self-sympathy mode. Another thing is bringing to your attention that other people are talking behind your back. So what happens? They give you comments like, the whole family is talking behind your back, or this whole group of friends are talking behind your back. These people don't like you, that people don't like you. Where what happens, you start really believing that this is your reality. Do a check of things that you hear repeatedly from a common person who is actually bringing you this bad news and making you believe that nobody likes you. These people also do something else. They say things and then deny they have done that. They will tell you things which you've heard, and then they will ask you a question that, are you imagining stuff? Are you out of your mind? These kind of things which actually makes you question. Actually, my client was so upset when she was telling me things, and she was showing me proof of the things that really happened in her life, where her husband questions her and she's like, oh, did it really happen? Thankfully for the pictures, it helped her. One of the other things that they do is they move around your things, and then when you go to look for it, you don't find it. And then you find the questions like this, oh, you don't even remember where you kept the small thing. Let's talk about, you cannot even remember where you kept your comb, or you cannot remember where you kept your keys. Things like this which actually makes you question where you put it. And you have put it there, and this person has moved it around. Maybe in your office, school, you will find this happening. If you're feeling yourself low and a pattern of depressions, think if anybody is actually pushing you to believe it. Another one of the things that gaslighting people do is they do things with you and further come and tell you, no, it didn't happen. So what happens here is you start questioning, am I imagining things? Am I really imagining things? Have we not gone there? Have we not met these people? So these kind of things sound so real that you really start questioning your reality. Now the other common usages are like, you're hysterical, you're dramatic, you're overreacting, you're oversensitive. These are the other things. When you hear in a repetitive mode, your brain starts thinking, am I really like that? And you start really believing it. This is what you say as gaslighting. They are instigating that, or they are lighting it into you. Now, how do you come out of this gaslighting situation on your own? I will give you a few tips. It is actually a serious problem. I'll give you a few tips where you can do some self-help. Otherwise, please do go to a coach or a counselor and get yourself fixed if you are a victim of this. Gaslighting is not a small thing. On the long run, it can actually affect your mind and make you really mentally ill. Now, when you identify who is the gaslight in your life, you need to write down all the things that this person keeps telling you on a repetitive manner. Write down those sentences. Yeah, jot it down. Take the next sheet. Write exactly how you felt at each point and what are the behaviors or the actions you showed at those points. Now you have here the things that you've heard from this gaslight person, and you also know how you felt about it at that time. Now, with that, do a reality check. How much of this is really true about you? If it is true, we can put it aside. If you feel these are not true about you, take in the next sheet and write down what is the real truth about you. The positive affirmation opposite of what was told to you. So they say like, oh, you are an overly sensitive person. You can write down, I am a very sensitive person, but sensitivity is a good thing. Being sensitive is not bad. It is just being blamed for being sensitive and doing the wrong things or things. That is what is wrong. Where you are blamed for being oversensitive is what is wrong. Being sensitive towards people is a very good thing. Look at those repetitions of the blame and the repetitions of your denial, so you know where the line is. Understand this is just a power struggle, not a well-wisher. So just identify what is this person gaining by being on top of me and by making me feel low. And what is their ulterior motive? What are they gaining by putting you down? Have you heard about the saying, if they cannot convince you, they confuse you. So don't be that victim of confusion when people manipulate you. These positive affirmations that you write about yourself, which is contrary to the comments that you've heard, repeat it 10, 15, 20 times whenever you start feeling prey to those comments by the gaslight. Give yourself permission to feel the feelings that you feel. You don't have to feel bad for the way you feel. Feel the real feelings. If you feel upset about it, feel it. If you're feeling angry about it, feel it. Don't deny yourself the real emotion that you're feeling. If you are feeling that you're betrayed, feel it. Be genuine with yourself. Next, and the most difficult thing, is be ready to give up on something or someone. If you feel this someone, may it be the most loved one, your spouse, your best friend, your really good colleague whom you thought was your best friend, whoever it is who was bringing you down and gaslighting you, let it go. Be ready to let go. Do talk to your friends, your family whom you've been avoiding and keeping yourself in isolation, that you are facing this problem. This has happened with me. This is what I've heard. What do you think about it? Do a reality check outside too. Not with the person who's gaslighting, but the other people around you, your other friends, your other relatives, your family. Just check, am I like this? Do you find this in me? Look at it, give different examples and do a retrospection. When you are doing this, focus only on feelings. Don't look at the right and wrong or good and bad of what people have told you or this gaslight has instilled into your head. Just go by how you feel, because that is the thing that's most personal for you at this moment. Last but not the least, engage in self-love activities. It will come in my next few videos. I'm going to talk to you about self-love. Engage in self-love activities where you to build compassion for your own self. Try these little things for yourself, and if it is not working, please do take help. This is not a small thing. It is not good to be manipulated around and for you to feel mentally ill, because you really start feeling you are mentally ill. You are the patient here. Yeah, please don't do that. I've come across a lot of women facing this problem and even children in school facing this problem. So do not fall a victim to being gaslit, and please come out of it. If you need help, go find it. If you find this video about gaslight helpful, please like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much.